The biggest lie in productivity is this, that you need to feel like doing work to get things done. You don't. What you need is a system which lifts off the burden of you. So you have to understand that you don't fail because you're lazy, you fail because you are stuck. When you don't feel like working, it's usually because there's no clarity on what needs to be done. The task feels so big, and there is also some mental resistance, which is the result of the two things that I mentioned before. So if you are a passionate and enthusiastic and excited person who wants to do things but doesn't get things done, it's usually because you're seeing the whole task as one big thing. But as you know, with all things in the world, things are never done at once in one go. They are always done in parts, gradually, step by step. And it's, always broken down into smaller parts. So, for example, I had the good fortune of memorizing Quran back when I was in university many years ago. And there are a total of 604 pages to memorize in the Arabic language. And we don't memorize the whole thing at once. What we do is that we start with a few lines, then half a page, then one page and two pages, and then gradually we increase our capacity to memorize Quran. So in that way, like with all things, things are done in bits and parts, and that is how the whole things come together and you have the final result one day. So always break things down. And I would also like, this is a good time to tell this as well, that start immediately. Take the first step. You don't have to uh, complete the whole thing once you sit down, but you have to understand that, as I mentioned in one of my earlier videos, everything that you think takes more time than you imagine. Like if you think that something takes 6 months, it will take actually 1 to 2 years to complete that, unless you increase your effort and you lock down and you commit to that very thing, or else it will take more time than you imagine. So the truth is that you're not lazy, you're overwhelmed because you see the whole thing at once. And the key idea here to understand is confusion kills action, while clarity creates momentum. When you have clarity, you take the step and the wheel starts rolling. Now, why don't we take action? Because we don't have clarity. And this is where the magical and revolutionary technology of artificial intelligence comes in. Artificial intelligence removes the hardest part, which is starting. And we don't start because starting requires thinking, structuring, and decision making. Artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, whatever you want, and I would recommend that you use all of them. What it can do is that it can think on your behalf when you give it the whole context, when you don't rush through it. Because the biggest mistake people make with AI is that they rush through the prompts and don't give it the enough context and nuance of their situation. So, for example, if you want to do something, you can type in the prompt or dictate that break this task into 5 simple steps, and it gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 simple steps to get that thing done. You can also ask it, give me the easiest for the first step. The first step and the next step are so important. Like, I can write a book on these two topics, like the first step and the next step. Like, rather than thinking about the fifth or the 10th step, what you need to focus on is the first step. Like, grab a book, grab a pen, and start writing, or communicate with your team or your audience what needs to be done. So take the first step and things will fall into the place. And there is also a spiritual power and energy in doing things. It is a very great phenomenon that when you take action, you feel good. and divinely you're guided to take the next step. The next thing is, once you start, resistance drop, it gets killed. The key idea is AI helps you cross the starting barrier, and some people are just stuck at this barrier. The next thing is, use AI as a thinking partner, not a shortcut. And like 99% of the people are using AI as a shortcut, not giving it enough time, not giving it enough context, not giving it enough nuances of their situation. The wrong use is like, do everything for me. No one can do everything for you, and if you're here for a quick get rich quick or shortcuts or quick fixes, AI will not help you, or rather it will harm you. And I remember one of the things said by one of the very educated people I met in one of the workshops in Delhi, where he said that AI will give you more clarity if you have got initial clarity, and if it will confuse you more if you yourself are confused. So the right you is, help me move forward. Tell me the next easiest step that I can do for taking or achieving my goal. Example, I'm stuck, what should I do next? Or simplify this task so I can start now. The truth is, AI is not a replacement, it is an amplifier. AI will only expand, exaggerate, and amplify and hype and, you know, increase what you already have. If you don't have the initial drive and initial clarity and initial intention of doing something, that AI will not help you, because the key idea is better thinking leads to better action, and AI helps you as a thinking partner to improve your thinking. The next thing is, low energy days still need progress. You don't feel productive every day. That is true. We are humans, we are not robots. The seasons change, times change, our moods change, situations change, circumstances change. Change is the only constant, as we all know. So instead of stopping, reduce the difficulty, use AI support, and do the minimum. Consistency on bad days creates real results. So even if it is a bad day, like for example, the most relevant and live and the latest example that I can give you in this video is that it's 11:30 p.m. at night on Wednesday, 25th of March in India. I just had a 3-hour long meeting, and I'm still recording this video because consistency and habit streak really works. So consistency on bad days creates real results. So the key idea is, progress is much greater and larger than perfection. The next thing is, build a daily execution system. Don't depend on mood, because moods change, moods fluctuate, moods are unreliable. Create a system where you can brain dump your thoughts. AI helps you structure your thinking. You execute the first step, then you come back and you repeat the whole process. Systems beat emotions every time, and AI, artificial intelligence plus system, leads to action without resistance, what we all need for achieving our purpose, goal, and dream in life. Because there is no success without taking action and thinking, and or else better thinking precedes better action. So if you struggle to work on low motivation days, I have created a simple AI execution system with ready to use prompts that help you take action even when you don't feel like it. The link is in the description. Thank you, over and out. Peace. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comment section below what was the one greatest takeaway for you from this video. See you.